Okay, well, let's take a look at how we can use Excel's page layout commands to make a better looking presentation. It's not just enough that you set up a spreadsheet and use it to calculate things accurately, but if you're working in a business setting, it has to look good too. It's just going to add some credibility to you and to the report itself. So what we're going to look at today is I've got this big table here. It's basically some sales data, and you can see I'm scrolling down. There's many pages here. So if we wanted to print this up to hand it out for whatever reason, again, we want it to look good in its printed format. So if I go over here to File, Print, over here automatically it queues up a print preview. Yeah, in the old versions of Excel you had to do this separately, but now I'm scrolling down with my finger here on my roller mouse, and you can see page after page of data. Well, here's two problems right away. I think I'm on page 13 here. Two problems. First of all, the column headings are on only the first page. So by the time you get down here, you might forget, is this the date of the purchase order, the date we ship the order? You just forget. So you end up having to scroll all the way back up to see okay, it's the order date. Okay. So anyway, one improvement would be to have this same header row on every page. So no matter what page I'm looking at, I know what that information is. The second thing, and again, this is just presentation type stuff, is this table skewed all the way over to the left. I think it would look nicer if it were somewhat centered and a little better fitted to the page here. So let's back up and take a look. Here's the normal view, and let's take a look at the page layout commands. And I'm going to go in this block right here. I like opening up this page setup folder here. And the first thing I want to do is go over to Sheet. I want to address the first problem first. So notice in this area right here, print titles, rows to repeat at top. So if I click on here, it's asking me for a row. Then I just click on this first row and I'm going to hit enter. Notice it says rows to repeat at top, and that's the row 1. So I'm just going to hit OK. Now this is sort of the long way around, but take a look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right back to that File, Print. Now look what happens is I'm scrolling through my pages, that those row or column headers stay put. Now it's really clear all the way to the end of the report what my column headers indicate. So that's a nice improvement by itself. Let's go back to our page setup here. Now it would be nice, as I mentioned, to center this a little bit within the piece of paper itself. So I want to click here. Now watch this graphic right here. Notice the table is skewed to the left just like ours. If I click horizontal, it's going to center this horizontally. I can hit OK and go right back to where I started, print. Now look at that. I've printed it horizontally. Okay, and one last thing we might want to do here, I'll show you back here, File and Print. We've got our print preview screen again. And again, it's centered, it looks nice, but it might just maybe be a little bit small. You have a lot of space on both sides of this table. You're running about 14 pages long right now. Maybe the length isn't an issue. You might want to make it a little bit bigger. So it's nice to do it right here in this preview screen. Notice down here, this tab, it says no scaling. Well, if I go down to custom scaling, open that up, and it's a little bit of a guesswork here, but if I change that from 100 to 140%, kind of take a look at it, that might be a little more readable. It's wider, it's definitely larger. And notice I went from 14 to 20 pages. And again, in a presentation, it's readability, it's ease of use. This might help you. So again, presentation is very important when you're in a business setting, when you're giving handouts, when you're presenting things up on the screen. These are just some tips to make your data a little more user-friendly and a little more readable. Hey friends, thanks for checking out this Excel tip. If you're interested in integrating your Excel skills with real-life business skills, check out some of the links below. I teach a number of low-cost, very informative courses on udemy.com that cover business accounting, business finance, manufacturing, and different topics like that that all utilize Excel. I'll tell you what, Excel in combination with other skills like data analysis, cost analysis, finance, it's a very powerful combination that many employers are looking for. So if you're looking to expand your business and manufacturing skills, check out the links below. Thanks.